3rd and 4 after that last completion gets him 6. Now Locke again. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. This is Dion Lewis now in his 9th NFL season. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Check. One. Show it up.
Mariota to throw it. They're going to set up the screen here. This is Grant. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Now, that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up.
Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Credit the sack to Von Miller.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
.43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
I'm here all day.
Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
We own them.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move, and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Game situation. Let's go. Mike 5. Smooth. Mike 5.
On 2nd down, here's Locke. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for the tight end, Lance Kendricks, there. And it's 3rd and short.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Throw left side. It's reeled in by Hamilton. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Deshaun Hamilton, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point from McManus is good, and it's now a 7-0 game. This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go!
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now Lewis here on first down. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
6 man.
Throwing on second down, Mariota. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson, and the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. After the turnover, here's Locke. Over the middle, he's got Deshaun Hamilton. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Deshaun Hamilton with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. McManus's point after is good, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. On second down now, it's Lewis. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't,
try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, we got to get this stop here, David.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Phillip Lindsay, the intended target. That'll bring up second down.
Let's go. 10-2 saw.
54. In your face.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Get it.
A run with Lindsay out of the gun. And he'll take this one down to the 36. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's Locke. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. So a bit of a weird kick there. That wasn't an overly long attempt, but that never had a chance.
You almost wonder if he might have maybe got that one on the laces because it kind of knuckled on him a bit. And this one winds up in empty possession.
They'll start things on first down with Dion Lewis. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12. 2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. The Titans on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. To throw Mariota. And he locates Walker, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Man open left side. It's Williams. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Look pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
A second down run with Lewis. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. The Titans on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime, something to build on maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? But wave the flag. That's good. Got points, and now, as you said, they got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Definitely worth taking another deep shot here. He's already found the end zone twice here in the first half.
Yeah, go back to that same well. They've had trouble containing him, but able to contain him on that play. That'll be caught right side by Hamilton. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. They'll run with Lindsey. Oh, now Lindsey lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken short. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. An update from that game going on in the Meadowlands. The Jets out to the early lead. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. The intended receiver, Taywan Taylor, and it's third down.
Just work with me a second here, because in my lifetime, seeing how quarterback percentages have changed in throwing the football, I mean, back in the good old days, if you were around 50%, you were doing okay. But now, you need to be 65 to 70% to be considered an elite quarterback. And in this ball game, I feel like we're playing old school. Right around.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
At the 47-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8.
55 is my guy, 55. Just like that. Just like that. Mike, 55.
Rock to throw on second down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Sutton. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Sutton is part of a good young receiving core for the Broncos. They liked Sutton enough last year. They traded away Demaryius Thomas, if you remember, halfway through the season. And Sutton, he responded. Rookie campaign, had over 700 yards, 42 catches for the man from Brenham, Texas, which is located halfway between Houston and Austin. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
When the Titans selected Alabama linebacker Rashaan Evans at number 22, I thought it was a perfect fit. Gives him a chance to apprentice a little bit with Wesley Woodyard right there next to him and eventually take over running that defense. He can run, he can hit, he can cover. Everything you expect out of a first-round linebacker.
Defense wins championships, baby. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Come on, baby. Hey, do. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4.
3rd and 2. Locke's going to throw. And that will be incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And McManus had a little too much slice on it. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Well, it's still a good-sized lead, so they haven't necessarily needed him, but this is now 2 missed field goals for him in this game so far.
Yeah, and the question now is, will he be prepared when they do need him? Whether that's later in this game or sometime down the line, having a kicker you can count on is definitely imperative.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. Mariota on first down. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Williams. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. Mariota. And complete to the tight end Walker, right side. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Again, it's Mariota. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Mariota to throw for it on 4th. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And last time out, another missed field goal, so maybe their confidence wavering a little bit right now in the kicking game.
And I'm with you on that. I think at this stage, they'd love to not run him back out there in a tough situation. But let's face it, they may have to. So right now, the head coach is talking to the offense coordinator and saying, call this game like we're going to put it in the end zone. Let's try and take the field goal out of it.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. Locke now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on first down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's go. Mike, 50
On third and long, it's locked. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. The seasoned vet out of Penn State, Cameron Wake, in to drop him. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at the 20. And he'll give it here to his running back. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go play action. Mariota. Over the middle, that's caught by Taylor. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one goes for 30 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
On first down, it's Lewis. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But the bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
A gain of 13. It's a first down. A first down throw for Mariota. Looking for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. They'll keep it on the ground. Lindsey. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and 8. Well, we talked about Phillip Lindsay so much last year, but it bears repeating. Undrafted in 2018. The Broncos would sign him in May, and that was a good decision. He would have a 1,000-yard season, 9 touchdowns en route to a Pro Bowl appearance. So from undrafted to... And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. And that one, Charles, is just going to about wrap up what was no doubt a dominating defensive performance.
Yeah, I don't care what team it is. I don't care who you play, whether they're strong offensively or not. Just giving up 3 points in the NFL, that's absolutely a dominant performance and one that they can build on.